I want you to listen to this video. This man, I think he said he's a son to Zeke of Africa. President Zeke of Africa that is recognized all over the world, using the opportunity to insult and instigate against Nnamdi Kanu.
You can't go to his court and abuse the judge, even if you are innocent. You can't go to the court and start telling the judge he doesn't know the law. You know the law more than the judge. And this, I'll be honest with you, this judge was very lenient. He was very nice. I'm telling you, this judge, your Motosha, whatever his name, was very nice to Kanu. Most judges in Nigeria will not give him license. They will have put him to death sentence. I can tell you that.
Really?
Yes. I'm telling you for fact.
So this is not a laughing matter.
Listen, there are 1,000 videos of Nnamdi Kanu making threats, ordering people to burn Lagos down, burn Mutalam oil. He said he was going to go to Abuja and kill Buhari and bring his head. The problem with Igbo people, there is no unity. Igbo people have no unity and they don't like each other. That is a fact. Igbos don't love each other. Let me give you an example. Okay. A man who kills his brother is not a hero. Any man who takes a market and cut the brother's head off or shoot him, you are not a hero. At least in my lifetime, Ojuku have visited this palace 3 times.
You saw him?
Yes, I saw him and I sat there with him with his father, and Ojuku regretted the war himself. Come closer, let me imitate him for you.
Okay.
My father said to Ojuku, he came back. This Biafran war, if you have to do it all over again, will you still do the same thing? And this is Ojuku's response. Well, you know, the war was highly regrettable.
That is Ojuku.
And if I have to do it again, I'll do it differently. Otherwise, the people that are there, we haven't learned nothing from the first war. Yes, Ojuku himself lamented in this palace twice in my ear that he regretted the Biafran war. This is Ojuku's word. Look at that. I probably led the first one. I don't think the second one is necessary. That is Ojuku for you.
This is not Africa. This is rare.
This is Ojuku. Go to your phone, take your phone and open it and listen to Ojuku's interview on Biafra. What the Igbos does to themselves is worse than what other tribes does to them. Fact. I say it in your face. This River Niger, look at the importation, the containers. We are mainly the importers. Can people come to do this? We can work with government. We can work on it. China has got money. All they need is what China wants now is influence. They've got money to invest, but we have to tap in. We have to give people that have brains, that speak with Igbo interest. We can have the River Niger drained. Some people will say Nnamdi Kanu was abducted from Kenya illegally. Let me say this once again. Ask any lawyer next to you, ask any senior advocate, any judge you know. When national security of any country is threatened, human rights is suspended. I repeat myself, when national security is threatened by anybody, your human rights are suspended. All the reference in social media are abusing Zeke. Tell me what your own father did in this country. Show me, if any, if he was not a wine tap or a farmer somewhere. You want to come and compare yourself with Zeke of Africa. Azikiwe that is known all over the world. It was Azikiwe that saved the day during the Biafran war. Without Zeke, most of us won't be here today. Yes, he saw the danger and all of us were almost getting wiped out. He threw in the towel.
First of all, he agreed with me that Judge Omotosho was not conducting himself in a way that the law permits. He conducted himself as if the courtroom is his own personal business. And I want to use this opportunity to educate the legal and political illiterate. If Nnamdi Kanu abused the judge, or if Nnamdi Kanu was insulting the judge has the authority to immediately charge him with a contempt of court, otherwise ask him to tender an apology to the judge. Because the primary aim of the court is to make sure that justice is administered effectively and respectively. Again, Nnamdi Kanu has the right to raise a genuine concern about bias or procedural unfairness, which might eventually bring about the nullity of the contempt charge by the appeal court, if applicable. Therefore, this political criminal and the legal illiterate who claim that Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to be sentenced to death for shouting in court that the judge does not know law has proven that the officials in Nigeria does not follow the laws. Instead, they follow their emotion in discharging the duty assigned to them by Nigerians. The political criminal and the legal illiterate claim that when a national security is threatened, the human right is suspended, and that is untrue. He claimed you should ask a lawyer because he is uninformed. If we wish to hypothetically work on the claim he made about national security and the suspension of human rights, while using a broadcast made by Nnamdi Kanu in court as a material evidence, broadcast can be doctored. That is the reason why the jurisdiction now becomes important, because where the broadcast was made holds the jurisdiction to scrutinize the broadcast and charge him for the broadcast if applicable in their law. Now ask him, he made a claim that if national security is threatened, human rights is suspended. Why did Nigeria not go to London to extraordinary rendition on Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria? And I will tell you why. The first world country that influenced the laws we are using in Nigeria knows exactly what is going on in Nigeria and understand when the people are coming for remedial action. He claimed that Igbo does not love themselves, but he is exhibiting the same behavior whilst making the same claim. He wants Nnamdi Kanu to be sentenced to death, yet he is claiming Igbo does not love themselves. When the political harlots and bigots like him are the ones promoting the hatred amongst the Igbos, because that is exactly the behavior he is exhibiting, Yorubas are defending their brother even though he is doing wrong. Fulanis are defending their terrorists even though they are killing people in the bush. Yet this political criminal and bigot is claiming that Igbo does not love themselves, as if he is influencing any behavior that will make Igbo love themselves. And I stand here to tell you that Igbo love themselves, but you political harlots and criminals who are dependent on the crust under the table left over of the Fulanis and the Yorubas to feed. I have the reason why it appears as if Igbo does not love themselves. Of course, if a coward like you or your father is in the position of Ojukwu when that 1966 massacre of civilians and the military in the northern Nigeria occurred, you wouldn't take a remedial action. You will support those who are massacring the people, which you call your people. I can tell you Ojukwu might regret taking us to war, but he did what he had to do because we cannot appear as a coward before our enemy. If there is anybody that is a riffraff in the social media, it is you. And you are a political riffraff who feed from the crust left over by the Yoruba and Fulanis. Recently, there was 3 appointments made in Nigeria: ambassador to United States, Britain, and France. It is 2 Yorubas and 1 Fulani. Did you see any Igbo man there? No. Yet, you are claiming that we are the problem of ourselves because criminal you is benefiting from the dust under the table and does not care about the rest of the people. My question again, why is there no seaport in Igbo land? Even though we are the people who are supposed to have seaport because we depend on export and import. It is because we have criminals like you in front claiming the children of Zeke of Africa who sold out to Britain, that our land will be monkey the work, babu the chop, even though we produce all the resources that Nigeria is surviving on. Are you not ashamed of yourself? There is no black man who has been recognized the whole world by European. If they did not sell out one way or the other, your father did.